Hey YouTube, I'm back. So I was just doing a video journal for myself, and I feel like the message that came through for my video journal needs to be shared. So I just stopped my video journal and I came on here and I said, okay, let me go ahead and do this video for the collective because I feel like I've been getting a lot of guidance to not keep what's coming to me to myself and to share it. And I don't, it's not always going to come through like so perfectly. And I think that that's okay. The universe keeps telling me like, it's okay to like not be perfect. Cause I'm one of those people that I've been one of those people in the past that has really chased perfection, and I'm learning to let go of the need to be perfect. I'm here fresh faced and all, okay, honey. I just said, let me share what is coming through. And so hopefully I won't get emotional because I've already let out the emotions of it when I was doing my video journal. So hopefully I'll be able to kind of share it here without that. Sometimes when things come through to me, and spirit comes through to me, it feels so, the way that they come through is through emotion for me. And like, I already kind of feel myself like tearing up a little bit because I get overwhelmed with their presence, and it's just I don't know how some of these channelers are able to pull in their presence, pull in the presence of source, and not kind of be overwhelmed by that. Their energy is so unconditional, and it's so loving, and man, I don't even want to like, I don't like to emote. And I'm learning to like be okay with the emotions as well. I've been in the past, I've held myself back from like feeling these strong emotions, and anything that makes me like tear up and cry, I don't like it. So anyways, it's raw, I guess, and unfiltered. So let me pull through the message that came in. Already the idea to like pull this through without getting emotional, I failed at that, but that's okay. So this morning I usually wake up, and when I wake up I do a gratitude prayer, and just to start my day off with appreciation for the day, appreciation for my life, appreciation for where I'm at in the moment. And it's usually just something really quick. And after I did my gratitude prayer, I got this feeling, I would call it a feeling of like I had everything that I wanted financially. Like I got the feeling of being a millionaire, a billionaire, really. And in that, with that feeling, the other thing that came through was the feeling of being unhappy. So let me put this into context. I've been doing manifestations of financial abundance lately. Just trying to pull in, that the energy of money, the energy of material abundance, because that's what I need at this moment. At least that's what I feel like I need at this moment. And so I think, and it was interesting that, I usually don't get this feeling. I've had the message come through of like, if you had everything that you wanted materially, financially, what would you do, right? And I've thought about that before, intellectually, but I've never had that feeling um, like within myself. Like, how do I pull that feeling within myself, without thinking about it intellectually? And so for it to have come through after that gratitude prayer, I literally felt the energy of having everything that I wanted material, like financially, which is a wild feeling. Like, wow, to wake up and feel that is like, you would think like, wow, that's amazing, right? But what surprised me was that the feeling that came after that of like, I wasn't happy. I still wasn't happy. And so I thought about that for a little bit, and it was like the message that came through was, what is it that my soul needed? What is it that our soul needs? I feel like a lot of us have this idea that money is going to change everything. Money is going to solve all of the problems. And while I do believe, I inherently believe that we do need to be financially secure in order to not have the burden of where's the next check gonna come from, or how am I gonna pay for this next bill, or how am I gonna eat, how am I gonna survive, right? We do need that, right? But I think the bigger message that was coming through was like, all we really need to do is find what it is we're passionate about, find what it is that our soul is needing. And the other part that came through in me saying that, there was another thing that came through of anxiety. So I started to think about like, what is it that I'm passionate about? What is it that my soul is calling me to do? And in going through that, I started spiraling down a rabbit hole of like, I've been looking for the answer to this for ever since my journey started, I believe. It's like, what is it that I'm so passionate about? What is it? What is my calling? And I think that's kind of like what most people inherently, like in the back of our minds, maybe subconsciously, we're all looking for that. Like, what is our purpose here, right? What are we guided to do? I mean, at least I can say that I've always had that in my mind. Excuse me. Ever since I was honestly a child, I've always had this like, what is it that what am I supposed to be doing here? And I think some of us, we have that soul calling from a very, very, very young age. And probably if you found this video, you might be aligned with that message of having a soul calling from a very young age, right? And so I feel like it's kind of one of those things that I've always thought about, like, what is my purpose here? What am I supposed to be doing for? And I've always known that I'm supposed to be doing something for humanity, but I just don't know what it is, right? And so let me go back. I started spiraling down this like rabbit hole of like, oh my God, what is it? What is it? What is my soul aligned with? Because I don't want to be this person that's just, unhappy in life because I can't find my soul purpose. And so I just took a breath, and I'm hearing my guides in my mind say like, look, you don't have to. And this is the message. Okay, guys, this is the message is we don't have to have it all figured out at one time, right? The message is to do what your soul wants you to do. 1001. When I looked up at the timer, I haven't looked at the timer at all this entire time. So I know this is aligned here. And if you see 1001, then this is a confirmation for you, is that we're not supposed to be having it all figured out in one go, right? We're supposed to be doing what feels aligned in the now moment. Every step of our journey and our process is in the now moment, right? We don't need to be in the past. We don't need to be in the future. We just need to be in the now moment, because the future is unfolding as we are in the now, right? And I think about Bashar. I believe he is someone that says this a lot, or they, is that in every moment in time, we are walking into a timeline. Things change and unfold for us based on what we are doing right now. Our reality is constantly unfolding. We live in a multi-dimensional reality, which means that based on our now actions, we are stepping into the dimension of that action. I could walk outside right now and I don't want to say something morbid, but that's what's coming through. I could walk outside right now and do something morbid, right? And that is going to change the trajectory of the dimension that I step into. Whereas if I walk outside and I feel the breeze and I appreciate the sun and I appreciate the beauty that life has to offer, that's stepping me into another dimensional reality, the dimensional reality of appreciation, of love, of of Gaia. And so it's all happening and it's all unfolding in the now moment. And if you're like me and you're on this path to enlightenment, on this spiritual path, trying to figure it all out, the message is that we don't need to figure it out. We don't need to have it all figured out. Okay, I'm saying this to myself too. We don't need to have it all figured out. We just need to understand, follow what feels good in the now moment. Follow what feels good in the now moment. Even today, like I was fixing my kids' lunch and 333 on the timer, and that fixing them lunch, that made me feel good because I knew I was providing them with like the food that they needed to feel good and to give them energy. And that was what felt good in that now moment. And I think that it's like, sometimes I forget to like really appreciate what I'm doing in the moment. And I've gotten that message a lot, is to like be in the here and the now. And I'm always like 14 on the timer. I'm always like, what does that mean? I'm like, I think I'm here in the now moment, but it's like really taking the time to feel into your body, to feel into your heart space, to feel into what you're doing, and to really appreciate how your body is responding, how your heart is responding, how you're feeling. If you haven't stopped and felt your body and felt into your heart space, this is your message to do that. To stop, and it's like the message that's coming through is like, stop and smell the roses, you know, that cliche saying. But I think that there's something in that. It's like, yeah, we need to stop and actually smell the roses, you know. Be sensual beings. We're meant to be more sensual. Feel into our senses. What are we smelling? What are we seeing? What are we touching? What are we tasting? All of that is important because it's telling us something. Taking the time to breathe. 16:06 when I looked at the timer. Appreciate breath. That's important too. There's a few symbols. I'm gonna go through a few symbols that I feel like Spirit is like bringing my way right now. And maybe this is for people who have found this video and need to know that they're aligned with this video. So butterflies, I just saw yellow butterflies. So we're gonna go with yellow butterflies. Might be something that you're seeing. Rabbits, turtles or tortoises, hummingbirds, sunflowers. That's a big one. And a starfish came through. That's new. Starfish came through, so I'm gonna say that. And I believe that's it. That's the message. I'm gonna post this because if I overthink it, then I won't post it. So for some reason, I think this is for someone's alignment. It's for myself as well. I received the messages, but I feel like this is for somebody who finds this video. If you find this video, this is definitely for you. And if any of those messages feel resonant to you, then this is for you. And if you've been seeing any of those things that I just named, then this message is for you. All right, that's it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you feel resonant with my energy, please subscribe to my channel, watch my other videos. And yeah, I think that's it. Comment below if you have anything to say. I appreciate that. All right, I'm out.